Exactly, and that video illustrates exactly what we've been saying for the past few weeks. Is just it is so dry, and you're absolutely right, Adrian. We need to get some rain out of here to get that vegetation something to drink, and we're going to get it this weekend. One of those things here about living in Texas is we'll have these long periods of dry spells and these drought periods, and then we'll get 2 to 3 inches of rain at a time, and that's kind of what it's looking like the situation is going to be this weekend. Obviously, didn't see that today. We started off at 45. Can you believe it? 45 degrees. That's where we started off this morning. 85 is where we ended up. We warmed up 40 degrees. That's that dry air we've been talking about. And again, that dry air is another contributing factor to some of those fire concerns we've been talking about. That will also be changing in the next few hours as well, because we're starting to see those winds back out of the east, southeast. That'll bring in, draw in just a little bit more of that Gulf moisture, and that's going to help us to not quite cool down as much tonight. It's going to be in those lower 60s, in the 50s when you wake up tomorrow morning. Not so many of those 40s that we saw last night. This is what I'm talking about right here. 61 as you wake up tomorrow morning in Waco, Temple, and Killeen. 88 by the end of the day. So we'll get close to 90 again. It's going to be a warm day, but here are the days that I really want to spend some time focusing on in our forecast. Friday, Saturday, we have that weather impact alert issued for you because I've got some heavy rain for you. Now, as far as how impactful it's going to be on your everyday life, that's kind of up in the air because the timing is showing us that this might be more of an overnight event Friday into Saturday. Now, I still think we get some rain on Saturday. That's why we have the weather impact alert out there. But again, I think the heaviest rain may just fall while we're asleep Friday night. But let's take a look here. As we get into Friday, as you wake up, you're going to start to see that cloud cover really increase for your Friday morning. And throughout the day, a couple of isolated scattered showers, thunderstorms will be possible. But again, this is not the bulk of the activity. This is not the main event here. This is, again, will just kind of be some leading showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, again, scattered throughout kind of central Texas for your Friday. As we get closer to Friday night lights time, here we are stopping at around 5 o'clock. Still some scattered activity in the area. Understand a couple of games could be impacted by that, so you're going to want to make sure you have the umbrella and understand that there could be a delay. Here's where things start to get very interesting for us. Once we get through about 8, 9 o'clock, we start to see that main push of storms moving into our western counties, moving towards I-35 between about 11, midnight, 1 a.m., that time frame. That's what this model is showing us right now, and then we'll continue to move across the area through the overnight hours. You wake up Saturday morning, a couple of showers, thunderstorms still in the area with us, and again, we're going to keep that lingering chance in the day Saturday, but I think it's going to be more scattered. It's not going to be that main line of storms that you just saw for the overnight hours. Here's your severe weather outlook. I do want to talk about this. There is at least a passing chance for a couple of those storms, especially along the leading edge of all this activity, to be capable of some strong winds, maybe some small hail. That is not the biggest concern, though. The bigger concern is if this lasts, the time frame that we're kind of expecting it to last, we're talking about very large rainfall totals, 1 to 3 inches across the area. Some areas may see as much as 4 to 5 inches. Because again, this is not going to be done until we get through the afternoon on Saturday. Some lingering activity for your Saturday afternoon is possible into Saturday evening as well. And once all this kind of moves out by Sunday morning, what do we be left with? Well, take a look at our map here. We're talking about anywhere between about 1.5 inches to our west to about 2.5 inches there along the I-35 corridor. So again, that's kind of the general rule. Pockets of the area could see as much as 4 to 5 inches. That won't be widespread, but understand we could see some minor street flooding with a few of these heavier areas of rainfall over the course of Friday night and Saturday, so keep that in mind. Here's the good news. Good news, bad news. We haven't seen a lot of rain in the last month, so I think a lot of this soaks in, but still at least a passing flooding threat to be aware of, and that is why you have that weather impact alert for your Friday and your Saturday. After that, we start to see things warm back up before another front will knock us back down as we head into next week. And remember to keep up with all this, and of course, if we have a live stream, if we need a live stream, you can find it on our 6 Plus app, which you can download for free on your smart TV.